Hello, in this video I'm going to go over my new garden planner. Well, it's actually not quite new. I think I put this out about a month ago, but it's still spring and it's time to start planting gardens now. And gardens are one of the best things you can do for your health. So I just wanted to make a preface to this video about how awesome gardens are. So if you don't have a yard, you can still plant things. A lot of people do it's pots, putting your stuff in pots, container gardening. That's what I was trying to think of. Container gardening, you can do little tiny containers on your windowsill to grow herbs, which is, that's the bare minimum that some people can do. If you are really serious about gardening, but you don't have a yard and you don't want to do containers, you can pay to join a community garden. A lot of cities have them. I think most cities do. So that's an option for you. And if you do have a yard, that's even better because, then you can pretty much do whatever you want. So it's a very inexpensive way to grow your own food. It's a very good way to have healthy food because you are not adding all of that junk that they add to food, like pesticides and fertilizers and insecticides. You can do natural things yourself to make sure that none of that junk is in your food because the soil really makes the food. If your soil is healthy, you'll have healthy food. So that's something that you should think about if you are interested in eating healthy and saving money because there's really no better way to, change your health when it comes to something that you can control yourself. You can choose what foods you grow, and it's so inexpensive to start from seeds. So you're helping your health and you're helping your budget. So all that being said, if you are interested in growing a garden, this planner is made for people like you because you can't just go out there and sprinkle some seeds without really having a plan because a lot of things grow better next to each other, and it takes a lot of research to learn this. This planner does not include that sort of information. That's something that I would either, suggest buying a gardening book, or maybe you already know those things. Maybe you've already had a garden before. Maybe you're just looking for a new garden planner that, you've already got your garden and you know what to do. You just need a way to plan it. So either way, this is a garden planner for you. So I'm going to go through what this thing has in it. So it's got a weekly um, planner page. So you can Monday through Sunday here, the top priorities, to-do list, and notes. And then the next one is how many plants per square foot. So if you have 1 square foot, then you can do this column and so forth. And again, well, actually, I didn't say it yet, but all of these pages can be printed as many times as you need. So let's say you have more than this many, you can print off another one of these papers. Like, that's why printables are so amazing because any one of the pages, you can print as many as you need of just that one page. You don't have to print the whole thing every time. So that's, if you're not sure how to do that, when you go to print, you can just select a custom page number and then type in just the page numbers of the ones that you want. So here's the next page, My Garden Ideas. This is the one you want to start with when you are planning your garden so that you know what for sure you want to put in there. It will help you when you go to buy your seeds and stuff. You don't even have to start with seeds. You can go to gardening centers and buy an already established plant, and then you've got a head start. So here's a garden plot sketch. This is one of the most useful parts of a gardening planner, and if you don't use any of the rest of it, then this might be the best part of it because as you know, it's a visual representations are always better for the brain to, figure out. It's so much easier to look at an image of something than it is to try to imagine what it's going to look like just by reading the words. So you would actually take this and write down where the things are you want to plant. And this is also useful if you, like I said, if you want to put things next to each other that will help them grow better. A lot of things, if you plant side by side, they will help each other. So that's where this would come in handy as well. And then here is your seed starting log. So you're going to write the plant name, the variety, where it was sourced from, the location, the germination date, the planting date, and any notes that you have. And here's your harvest page, so you can write the plant name and the date that you harvested it and how much you got out of it. This is helpful to look back on from previous years if you keep one of these every year, because then you'll be able to see which ones you had the most harvest of. And then you can also take notes to see um, why you had such a big harvest. So the season by season to-do list for spring, summer, and autumn and winter. And then house plants, this is a section for if you just do house plants, because there's a lot of gardeners out there that don't have a yard and don't want to do container gardening and you just have house plants. This also works for herbs as well. And here's some labels. So these are printable. You can print these on sticker paper and then you just cut out each one of these boxes. You can print an image of it. You can take an image and print that image, or you can find an image online and stick the image in this first square here, and then write the name, how much light it needs, how much water it needs, and then you can wrap this label around your container. Or you can find a way to stick it on one of those little things, those little white things that stick inside. And here's your watering schedule page, so you can write the plant name and make sure that you are watering your plants every day. This is very helpful if you do have indoor plants, because that's, you're not going to remember to water them every day unless you have an actual tracker for it. And it's not reliant on the rain, so you need something like this for sure if you're going to have indoor plants. And here's a fertilizing schedule. Not everybody fertilizes, but if you do, this is a great way to keep track of it, because you don't want to over fertilize and you don't want to under fertilize either. So vegetable planting. This here, well, there's I guess it's just one page of vegetables. And so you can keep track of which month you plant them in. And this is also good for planning ahead as well as tracking. So whichever way you want to use this, and if you wanted to, you could print this out twice and then just rewrite over each of these if you have other vegetables that aren't in here. But this one covers pretty much all the major vegetables. So then you've got monthly planners. These are good for if you have little tasks to do each day. So the first page that I showed you did also have a weekly planner for the tasks, but this helps get them in a calendar form, because it's easier. Like I said, when you're seeing something visually, it's easier to see. Then you can look ahead and see what you have to do that week. So then there's ones for each of the months of the year. And I know a lot of people only garden in the summer, but a lot of people live in a, a location, like Florida, where you can plant all year round. So that's why the whole year is included. So then there's a page of notes at the end. And so that's the garden planner. If you want to purchase this, it's on my Etsy shop. I will leave a link down below. And if you got any benefit out of this, leave a like. If you know anybody that's a gardener that needs a planner, send this video their way. And be sure to subscribe to this channel, because I talk about a lot about, of course, holistic health things, but that includes eating healthy and, you know, doing anything that you can to make your life healthier. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.